And let's be completely honest. Okay, let's be completely honest right here with full of honesty. Okay, as a hedge fund manager, if you will keep pretending and if you keep lying to your own self, you will actually never go to where you want to get up to. You can tell your own self that you are killing it, but you know inside your own self that you are not. You can tell your own self that I don't need help, but you know inside your own self that you are striving to get it. I'm not right now pointing that you need actually to do any application or to apply to get our own help, not at all. But I have already seen that multiple several times. You can tell your own self that I don't need help, I don't need to do X, I don't need to do Y. But if you have already struggled with X and Y for the last couple of years, then it may be that you need actually help with X and Y. It may be it's not a good deal actually to keep pretending that you don't need to do that and keep trying to actually hold the frame and not asking for help, and just because you don't want to show your own weakness. I mean, if you are sick today, you have already been sick like for 3 4 years, wouldn't you go and ask for help? Or would you go to the doctor and tell the doctor that, all right, I actually need help but I don't need to get help? Would you tell the doctor that I need help, I need that, but not right now? I'm feeling like I can actually leave for like 1 more month, even if I will leave like with 20% of my own energy. Would that make sense? I mean, if you need help, then ask for help. We have one limited lifetime. I mean, I have already seen that yesterday. We have 4,000 weeks as a human. That's the human lifespan. Okay? Can you just imagine we have 4,000 week? That's if we are living up to 72. All right? Now, can you just count how many weeks you have already spent? Maybe I have already spent like 2,000 weeks. Okay, so now we're talking about the whole life, correct? So it has to be that I have already spent like 2,000 week, maybe less, maybe more, but something around there. How many weeks have you already spent? If you're at your own 40s, so you have already spent like 3,000 weeks. Maybe you have like 1,000 week left. If you're in your own 50s, can you just count how many weeks you have left? I mean, I'm not here to increase the FOMO or like the urgency or whatever you want to call it, but I've already seen that like yesterday, I think, and it just made me to think like, how short is a life? I mean, all the decisions that I have already made before, I have regrets that I haven't done them way earlier. All of them that actually took my life to completely new level, to completely new stage that I have always asked my own self to get it long time ago. However, man, now let's get into the video. Sir, veteran, whatever, who you are. Remember, 99% of the allocators you want to have never heard it or never heard of you as a hedge fund manager. So that's the raw truth. That's the raw reality. Now, don't tell me that my own network, etc. It's not that, okay? So 99% of the allocators you want to have never heard of you as a hedge fund manager. So you are actually unknown. Okay, let's be clear, okay? I told you in the beginning of the video that we will actually be with full of honesty right here, correct? So be clear, don't lie. That's the reality, correct? You're both from inside the fund. So how it looks like from inside the fund, how you actually doing inside the fund. You have already hit strong returns. You know your strategy works, correct? That's who you are. You have outperformed your benchmark, correct? That's what you have for benchmark for the last year. You have already outperformed that, if we say that, all right? You believe conviction should be obvious. You own your edge, how you express it, correct? So you understand the found internally, correct? So when you send the intro deck, take the call, posting the updates, how things going on, it all makes perfect sense to you. It all makes perfect sense to you, correct? That's how it looks like. But your LBS or the investors, the limited partners, they are seeing it cold. How is that? I mean, you have already done your own homework right here. You have already hit strong returns. Your strategy works, outperforming your own benchmark. You believe conviction should be obvious. You own your own edge. You have already sent your own intro deck. Maybe you have already worked on it, and you took the call, and you have already done the updates. So what the case? Why it looks like gold for them? So how they are looking or how they are seeing it from their own side. Here is it. They are forced to justify every dollar. Okay, so that's how it looks. They are cautious. They are distracted, overloaded. Okay, they have learned it. Looks don't equal return. That's something that you need actually to understand. They have learned it. Looks don't equal return. They don't know you or who is behind you. All right, that's a huge thing that you need actually to think about, consider about. They don't know you or who is behind you. So maybe if I will do research on you today and I will never find something on you, I mean, how I will have a trust in you to keep investing in your own fund? You understand? I mean, how I will have my own money in your own fund for the long term if I don't see you constantly, if you not keep the hitting the hitting my own phone all the time. You understand? If I don't see you all the time, I will not have confidence in you with the time. And with the time, if I start to hear from my own friends, the investors of the LBS, now I'm talking if I am in their own shoes, correct? So if I will start to hear from their own perspective, from my own friends of LBS investors, family offices, whatever, that they have already invested into the new fund, into a new fund, and they have already seen like they have already done X and Y in short time, I will directly tell you, whoever, whatever your name is, all right, I want to take my own money. And it's not like something that I want to take my own money because I am against you or against your own strategy. Absolutely not. I will not tell you that. But I am just against your own structure. I am just against that this young early stage found, I have already seen them more than what I have already seen you for the last 20 years. They have already been in the industry for the last 2 years. Maybe you have story, way better stories than them. Maybe you have way better unique selling points than them. Maybe you have way better edge than them, but they took my attention. And today, unfortunately, or not, we're living in attention economy. That means the one who can grab the most of the attention is the one who can make the most of the money. That's it. Accept it, reject it. It's up to you. You can say that, oh, he's a technical guy, I don't like him. He's a IT guy, I don't like him. Don't like me, but accept the truth. Don't lie to your own self. You're living at once. I mean, in the end of the road or in the end of the way, you will also die, correct? So, for how many more months, how many more weeks, days, and months or years you are looking to spend, or you are looking actually to pretend or avoid the reality of the facts that you need actually to have a way better system or a new completely system on how you can make things happen. By the way, if you're looking actually to understand what we are doing for our own partners, a part of what I have already mentioned to you is what we are doing for our own partners. And if you're looking to understand what we are doing exactly, specifically for your own current stage, for your own current fund, then the answer, it will be crystal clear and it will be absolutely easy to understand. And obviously will absolutely help you if you are committed for your own success and if you are looking to help your own self, firstly and lastly. You will find the link in the description below. You can apply. See if you are qualified. If you are qualified, it will be committed for your own success. If you are not, we'll wish you all the luck with the first 15 minutes. By the way, this is only for the 2% of the hedge fund managers. This is not for the 98% of the hedge fund managers, those who are sloppy, those who are portfolio managers, those who has already been at the same stage for the last 5 years. So if you have already been at the same stage for the last 5 years, I will also do a recommendation for you to exit and actually let the video be on the side, because you are not my own target audience. All right, back to the video. So they don't know you or who is behind you. They don't owe you. They don't owe you their belief. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. And you can't earn that by having like a competitive edge that you will not charge any management fee, or you will only charge like 1% management fee. You can't have that. I mean, I have already seen hedge fund managers who are charging 2% management fee, and they are oversubscribed. They are oversubscribed. Why? Because they have already took you, or they have already took your own existing client, or they are taking your own existing client right now. If you have already seen like huge redemption for the last 2 years, because they understood, I want to build a business model. I don't want to be a portfolio manager, an introvert. I want to actually be an extrovert. Even if I am an introvert, I will make sure to expand. I will make sure to strike my own business, my own fund to the public, to the marketplaces, to conquer new markets, to get more LBS from not only the local markets, but globally, externally, to dominate the marketplace, to put my own name on the wall, force it to be there. Not like choosing to be there, not like choosing. It's force it. My name will be forced. That's how you can see it as a hedge fund manager. That's how you need actually to understand it. Ray Dalio said it before. If you want to raise capital in the hedge fund industry, if you want to become a real player in the hedge fund industry, you need to be aggressive. You need to be aggressive. You have already entered the most aggressive business model over the whole world, which is the hedge fund industry. How would you dominate the industry? Well, you're telling your own self that it's fine. I will do it later on. I will see when I have the time. I will let X and Y go from my own life, so I will do it. I'm waiting for the compliance work. I'm waiting for X and Y. I'm working on the lessons. I'm doing X, I'm doing Y. And you just getting older and aging up. And when you see like 29 years old hedge fund manager who taking your own existing client from your own fund and creating a huge chunk candle of redemption in your own fund, then don't say why. You have already said it before. It's fine. So take it as it will be, because it's fine. You said it, correct? So, and that's the blind spot. And that's the blind spot. What that means, I will show you right here. Most of your materials are built for someone who already gets you, but your pipeline does not. All right? You got it, but your pipeline does not. They are not comparing you to your peers. They are comparing you to clarity. Clarity. How you will create clarity? Would you create clarity today by investing into someone who is unknown? Would you do that? Would you create clarity by seeing a hedge fund who has already been at the same stage for the last year? Would you create clarity when you see a hedge fund of your own investors in the same hedge fund who has already invested into it? They're actually taking their own money from the hedge fund. Would that create clarity? Would that create clarity if you see that you are only getting updated like once every like 6 months or every like 3 months? Would that create clarity for you? Would that create clarity for you if you don't have any touch points constantly? Would that create clarity for you? Would that create clarity for you if you don't see like new investors from your own circle who start to invest into the fund? Okay, back to the video. To structure two firms that build signal around belief. The gap between interesting and allocatable is wider than you think, and your narrative and your instructor, your system, that's what bridges it. That's what blocked it together. Not alpha, but your narrative, instructor, and your own system. Okay? Do you have that in the place? Be completely clear, as I have already mentioned to you in the beginning. Not alpha, not introdeck, not hope. Believe is a system. You either build it or lose it to the ones who already did it. And there are many of them who actually doing it constantly because they understood if I want to build actually a business model, I don't want actually to only be a portfolio manager, then I need to have few steps or few stages on how I can generate revenue. Firstly, lead generation. Secondly, I need to have a private list of investors and LBS that I have already engaged with before, and they are in the loaded markets globally. They have already deployed capital to the hedge fund industry. I know that. I have already seen that. I have already engaged with them. Okay, this is a private list. Lead generation system, sales process with all players who would actually close your own sales calls and increase the close up rates. Negotiators, not sales reps, negotiators to make sure that the due intelligence will go easy, fast, and simple. And with that, I will also have team management who would be responsible to retain the capital for the long term. So I will increase the re-ups. I will get more re-ups from the same existing client. I will scale up the relationships. I will get more refills. And not only that, but what I will also focus on is branding. I will also create a brand for my own fund. And I will let this machine to keep generating to me new revenue, new all-time highs, constantly, aggressively, massively. Why? Because I want it all and I want to have it all. If that sounds like you, if that's what you have inside your own self, and you're feeling like I have the performance, I have the strategy, I have everything in the place, I just need to have the system to scale my actually found up to new all-time highs constantly, aggressively, massively, to actually get what I have already desired to get from the hedge fund industry. And you're feeling it's your own time. You want to have more time with your own family. You want to have less stress and more money. You want to have more relationships and less stress. You want to have real players, not your kickers. You want to have real conversations, not someone who will only take your own attention. You want to let others know about you before you entering the rooms. You want to have inbound interest constantly. You want to create your own name, to have your own team members who would be players, who would take it all, work for you, and take the fund or count the fund as it's their own. If that is you, if that's who you are, the 2% of the hedge fund industry, not the 98% of the hedge fund industry, then you can do one thing. You can watch the videos in the description below. And if you are feeling like it's my own time, there is also a link in the description below. You will find it to have a global sales operation instructors. Apply. See if you are qualified. If you are one, and if you are qualified, and if you are managing over 10 million in the asset management, will be committed for your own success as long as you are fully committed for your own success. More than that, it was Ziad Silom. Until next time, keep killing it, or don't let the time kill you.